Alright, so which question would you like to discuss from the second chapter? Fractions and decisions.
Exercise 2.1, the seventh question.
Seventh question.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Read out the question, Heba.
Ritu ate 3 by 5 part of an apple and the remaining apple was eaten by her brother Somu. How much part of the apple did Somu eat? Who had the larger share? By how much?
Okay. What's your doubt in this, Heba? What's your confusion in this?
I know how to solve it. Like, I know that Somu ate 2 by 5, but
very good.
How are we going to solve it?
Okay. See, Ritu ate 3 by 5 of the apple. Okay. So the rest of the apple means remaining part was eaten by the brother, right? Rest of the apple is apple eaten by Somu is equal to, you will say 1 minus 3 by 5. Why 1? Because how many apples are there? There's just one apple, right? Yeah. So you will say 1 minus 3 by 5. Because this denotes one apple. So Ritu ate 3 by 5 of 1, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you will say 1 minus 3 by 5. Anyway, so you understood till here. So 1 minus 3 by 5 is how much? 1 you can be written as 5 by 5, right? And why are we saying 5 by 5? Why not some other number? Because, well, we want to make the denominator 5 because of this number. Okay, so now what is 5 minus 3? That is 2. So it's 2 by 5. Is that okay? Why are
we going to put 5 by 5?
Because we want, instead of 1, we have written 5 by 5. Because you cannot say 1 minus 3. How will you subtract this? Tell me, how will you do it?
We can do like 1 by 1 minus 3 by 5.
Fine, 1 by 1 minus 3 by 5. Are the denominators the same?
No, but we can find the LCM.
What is the LCM?
5.
That's what I have done. This 1 by 1 is going to be 5 by 5.
We can also write 1 by 1.
You can write 1 by 1. You can write 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, whatever you want to write. But in this case, you will say 5 by 5 because of the denominator being 5. If it was 1 minus 3 by 4, then you will write this as 4 by 4 minus 3 by 4. 1 will be now written as 4 by 4. Because 4 by 4, when you cancel it, it becomes 1 only.
Okay.
And we have written 4 by 4 simply because we just want the denominator to be 4. So that we are able to subtract them. Okay. So, okay, fine. So till here it's clear.
Can you give me 1 minute to write it down?
How much? Okay.
Please, can you show me how to? Oh, nothing. We can continue.
Okay. So what is so we have found first part of the question. How much part of the apple did Somu eat? We found it. Now, who had the larger share? Can you tell me out of 3 by 5 and how? So this is Ritu ate 3 by 5. Somu ate how much? 2 by 5. Who had
2
the
by
larger share?
32.
Ritu had the larger share. By how much?
3 by 5.
By how much? See here, when we say by how much, it's the same thing. If you remember in simple equations in that chapter, we said we used words like exceeds. A number exceeds 7 by 2. What does that mean? A number. So what does by mean? Uh,
Like
okay, see, Hiba, let me give you another example. Um, I am older to you. Let's say, I'm just giving an example. I am older to you by, let's say, 5 years. Okay. If I say, I am older to you by 5 years, what does it mean? That if your age is 12, then my age will be 12 plus 5, which is 17. So what will it be? 17 minus
5.
5, right? 17 minus 5 is 12. Or you can say 17 minus 12 is 5. So do you understand what we are doing here when we say by 5 years? That means the
Yes.
difference between us is 5 years. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So, and by how much? So what do we mean here when we are saying by how much?
We can do 3 like 3 by 5 minus
Very good. Minus,
3 by 5 minus 2 by 5.
and that is,
1 by 5.
yeah. So you will say the proper way of wording this is Somu had a larger share by 1/5 or 1/5. Okay.
But how did he have 1 by 5?
No, no, no. She didn't. Sorry, not Somu. I'm sorry, Ritu. Okay. Ritu had a larger share by 1/5. That means the difference between them is 1/5. The difference between them is 1/5. Not that Ritu had 1/5. She had she had 3/5, right? But she had 1/5 more than her brother.
Okay, understand now. I also have a doubt in the 8th question.
Okay. This is also very similar to the previous one, except
We
that the two fractions are unlike fractions. So here you have to,
find the
put
LCM.
some effort. Yeah, exactly. So first tell me, how will you go about this question?
We will say Michelle finished coloring her picture in 7 by 12 hours, and
Okay.
Webhav finished coloring his picture in 3 by 4. So we will
Time.
first find the LCM.
Very good. First, what do we have to find out? Who worked longer and by how much, right? So time taken by M was 7 by 12 hours. Fine. Time taken by, what's his name? Webber. Time taken by V is 3 by 4 hours. Who worked longer? How will we know who worked longer? See,
If we find
Hiba,
the
if you have, very good. So here you had 3 by 5, 2 by 5. The denominator was the same. So it was very easy for you to compare because the denominator was the same. But over here, in this case, they don't have the same denominator. So you can't compare. Okay. For comparison, you will say 7 by 12 and 3 by 4. We have to find out the LCM of the of 12 and 4. So what is the LCM of 12 and 4? First ask yourself, does 12 appear in the table of 4 or not?
yes,
So what is the LCM of 12 and 4?
3.
No, we're not talking about. What is the LCM? LCM means least common multiple. The LCM has to be a multiple of 4 also. It is a multiple of 4 and it is a multiple of 12 also.
It will be 12.
Very good. LCM of 12 and 4 is 12. All right. So, are you? Shall we move forward now?
Yes.
So LCM of 12 and 4 is 12. Now what you need to do is, okay, so this fraction is fine. This fraction is good. Why? Because we want the denominator to be 12 and it has the
But
denominator
we
12.
have
So we
to
say, okay, that's fine. What?
to find who worked longer. Do we have to add or subtract?
I'll tell you what we have to do. Okay, Hiba, let's say you go to school, let's say 5 days a week. Let's say I am a teacher, I go to school 6 days a week. How many more days do I go to school?
6.
How many more
No.
as compared to you?
2 more days.
You go to school 5 days a week, I go to school 6 days a week. How many more days do I go?
6
Hiba?
more.
6 more than you.
No,
I'm
1.
comparing with you. Yes, one, because you go to school 5 days a week and I go to school 6 days a week. So I go to school 1 day more than you. So what have you done here? Added or subtracted?
Subtracted.
Yeah, you have subtracted the bigger one minus the smaller one. So the same thing you will do here. But first we need to find out which is the bigger one, right?
Yeah.
So for that, we have to make them both the denominators equal. Otherwise, how will we compare? So the first thing, this one is we need to make it in such a way that both of their denominators are 12. So fine, this 7 by 12 is cool. We won't do anything about that. But the other one, 3 by 4, we need to make it in such a way that the denominator is 12.
9 by 12.
Very good. Because multiplied by 3. So it's 9 by 12. Now can you tell me which fraction is bigger?
9 by 12.
This 9 by 12 is bigger than 7 by 12. So 3 by 4 is bigger than
7 by 12.
7 by 12. So you will say, uh, who worked longer?
A wave hub.
Yes, Vaibhav worked longer.
So now we will subtract it.
Very good. What minus what will we do?
7 minus 9.
7 minus 9?
No, 9 minus 7.
9 minus 7. And that is
2. 2 by 12.
2 by 12. Can you simplify this? 2 by 12 is how much?
How do we simplify it?
See, even in yesterday's class, day for yesterday's class, we discussed that you need to see what is common between these two numbers. What is a common factor between these two numbers?
6.
6. No, 6 is how is 6 a factor of 2? I'm asking which number is a common factor of both 2 and 12?
1.
1, okay. 1 is a factor of every number, so we won't count that. Anything else?
No.
Is 2 a factor of 12?
Yeah. No.
Is 2 a factor of 2?
Yes.
2 is a factor of both of them, right? So we can divide both of them by 2.
How
It's
is
the
2 a
same thing.
factor of 12? will be 12 is a factor of 2, right?
12 is a multiple of 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So we will multiply both.
We won't multiply. We
Divide.
have to simplify it, right? So we will say 2 because 2 is a common factor. So we will have 2 in our mind. 2 ones are 2 and that 2 in our mind. 2 6 are 12. So now we have 1 by 6. Is that okay?
Okay. What if it was 2 by 13?
Then you don't have any common factors, do you?
No, so we don't have to simplify it.
No. This is the simplest form. When you can't simplify it further, then it is called the simplest form. For
Okay.
example, 1 by 6. This is the simplest form.
Okay.
Okay?
And can you give me
Eva,
one
I'm going to
minute?
give you some questions to simplify, okay? Yeah, okay.
To simplify, we have to start with the smallest number.
What do you mean by that, Eva?
Like, do we have to start with 2?
With 2. See, no, you don't have to start with 2. You will just ask yourself whatever is common. Like over here, if 2 is common, then okay. If 2 is not common, then go ahead with something else. Or you can even, for example, let me give you another one. Wait.
Like in LCM, we have to start with the smallest number. We have to start
Yeah,
with
yeah. Right. Over here, you don't have to do that. Okay, over here, you don't have to do that. Let me give you an example here. Wait. Okay. Hiba, look at the 7th question, okay? Can you see the 7th one? This one?
Yeah.
What do they have in common? Do they have 2 in common?
Yes.
Yes, obviously because they're both even. But let's try to think of a higher number so that our fraction can be simplified in less number of steps. You know, you won't have to keep on simplifying it again and again. See what will happen. Let me just show it to you in another page, 16 by 36. Okay. I am using 2 ways. One way I will go step by step. The other way I will go a little faster. Okay. So 16 by 36. 2 is common, right? So I have 2 in my mind. I'm just going to write it over here. You don't have to write it in your notebook. I'm just writing it for your understanding. Fine. So 2 8s are 16, 2 18s are 36. Fine. Now again, 8 and 18, they again have something in common. What do they have in common?
4
2.
and 9.
They don't have 4. Yeah. So it's
No,
2. Again, they have 2 in common. So 2 fours are 8 and 2
9.
nines are 18. So you have 4 by 9. All right. So your final answer again is 4 by 9. But if you were to just ask yourself, that, okay, fine, it is, we do have 2 in common, but do we have something bigger than 2 that's also common? For example, do we have, can we say that 4 is common between both of them? Because 4 fours are 16 and 4 nines are 36,
Yes.
right? 4 is common. So 4 fours are 16 and 4 nines are
9.
36. So you have just solved it simply in one step.
Okay. I understand now.
Good. I'm going to give you a few more. Just note them down.
So if we don't simplify by 2, we will get like some of our time like not wasted.
It depends, Hiba. Like, what if 2 is the only thing that is common? What if there's nothing else that's common? You just need to think about it. This will come with practice, you know. So you just need to think about it. You need to be able to identify quickly that, oh, I have 16 and 36. They both have 4 in common. So that's something that you identify. Okay. And
Okay.
for example, over here, if you take a look at 14 and 20, 20 has 4, but 4 is not a factor of 14, right? 4 doesn't divide 14. So you can't take 4 as common in this because 4 is not common for them. Only 2 is common. Fine.
Okay.
You have 8 questions, Hiba.
Okay. In this exercise, I also have a doubt in fourth question.
Okay. Have you written down these questions first?
Yes.
Okay. Let's move on to the fourth question you have it out. A rectangular sheet of paper. Okay. What is a perimeter, Hiba?
Like the breadth and length of a rectangle. Rectangle.
Okay. Imagine you don't know what is breadth and what is length. Then how do you define what is perimeter? Okay, imagine, Hiba, you just imagine as I'm talking about this, you are standing at the border of a park, and I ask you, Hiba, can you run along the perimeter of this park? What does that mean? What am I asking you to do? What's perimeter?
Like the corners. Something like that.
Corner is this. This is the corner. Like, sometimes the teachers give punishments to students. They say, go and stand in the corner of the class. This is the corner.
Like the line.
It's called boundary. What is it
Or
called, Hiba?
boundaries. Boundaries.
So perimeter is
Boundary of a rectangle.
length of the boundary. Fine. So now what happens is, let's say that this is the length of this one side. Length of this one side is L. Length of the rectangle is L. And the breadth of the rectangle is B.
B.
So obviously the opposite side is also going to be B, because we know that in a rectangle, what do we know about a rectangle's opposite sides?
Two sides are equal and the other two are equal.
Not two sides, you will say opposite sides.
Okay.
right? You will be specific. Opposite sides are equal in length. So we know that, okay, fine. This is, if this, the length is L, if, and this length is also L, this is B, then this will also be B. So now what is the length of the boundary? What is the perimeter for this rectangle? If you start from here, if you start walking from here, you will cover how much till you reach here? You will cover L length, right? Then you walk till here, you will cover B.
B.
Then you walk till here, how much you will cover?
L plus B.
Plus when you, till you reach back here, you will cover B. So how many L's do you have?
2.
2L. How many B's do you have?
2B.
So you have 2 as common, right? L plus B. So this is the formula for a perimeter of a rectangle. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right. So now let's see the question. It says, wait a minute. So the question says a rectangular sheet of paper is 12.5 centimeters long and 10 2/3 centimeter wide. Find its perimeter. So the rectangular sheet, the length is 12.5. 12.5. And breadth is how much, Hiba?
10 and 2
2
and
by
half.
3.
10
Not
to
2.5, it's 2 by 3. And it's, you should mention centimeter also, because then the question can arise. 12.5 what? Is it centimeter or meter or what? So, okay. Find its perimeter. So, Hiba, how will you find its perimeter?
we will do 2 multiplied by L plus B.
Very good. So, perimeter of this rectangle is 2 multiplied by, what is L here? How much is L? The length?
The length is 2, 1 by 12,
12 and
1
a
and a
half.
half. 12 and a half.
And what is the breadth?
10 2 by 3 centimeter.
Very good. So, Hiba, can you first add these two?
Yes.
So,
We first
let's
have to like make it into a fraction.
improper fraction.
Improper fraction.
Let's do it then.
Mm. 25 by 2 plus 32 by 3.
Very good. Then the next step.
We have to find the LCM of 2 and 3.
Very good. And that is?
6.
Then what will you do? See. You will say 2 multiplied by what? 2 multiplied by what will give you 6?
3.
3, right? So 2 multiplied by that number will give you 6. So the numerator also you will multiply with that number only. Numerator
70,
multiplied by 3.
75 plus 36 by 6.
Not 36. 75 plus, now the other number.
96 by 6.
One sec. Hiba, 3 multiplied by what will give you 6? 3 multiplied by what? 3 into what is 6?
2.
2. So 32 into 2 is?
6.
32 into 2?
It will be 64.
64. Okay.
Okay.
So can you add them?
Yes. 129 by 6.
It's not 129, bacha. What is 7 plus 6?
13 by.
Okay. Hiba, can you cancel something over here? Can we make some cancellations?
Yes, we can cancel 6.
2 and 6, right? So 2 3s are 6. 2 3s are 6. So what do we have with us? The perimeter is how much? 139 by 3
Do we have to
centimeters.
cancel it?
Yes, we have to.
Can you show how to cancel again?
We had 2 multiplied by 139 by 6, right? So see, you can only cancel numerator with the denominator. You can't cancel numerator with numerator or denominator with denominator. No. People living on the same floor, they are friends. They won't cancel each other out. So you can cancel someone on the first floor with someone on the ground floor. Okay. So this 2 and 3, how will they get 2 and 6? How will they get cancelled? It's just like how we did this thing. Simplify wala thing. This one. It's just the same as that. Okay. So here what will happen is you will say, well, what do we have in common? We have 2 in common because 2 3s are 6, right? So it's as if, just imagine that instead of this 6, I write 2 into 3, right? Because 6 is nothing but 2 into 3, right? That's
What if
why
it
I just
was?
rewrote it as 2 into 3. So this 2 and this, what?
What if it was 7 instead of 6?
Then you can't cancel it because you don't have anything in common.
So how will we find this? The
The
perimeter.
answer? Okay,
How will we find the perimeter?
fine. Let's say it was 2 into 139 by 7. Then you will just multiply the numerators because that's what we have to do. The numerators get multiplied. Okay, so the answer will be 278 by 7. Now, since this is an improper fraction, you will have to convert it into a mixed fraction.
So 139 by 3 is also an improper fraction.
Yes, you have to convert that to a mixed fraction over here. This one. Convert it, try to convert it, please.
Okay. It will be 46 1 by 3
Very good.
centimeters.
Very good. Just a sec. I'm just trying to check something. Okay, Eva. Done?
Yes. I also have a doubt in the last doubt I have is in the sixth question.
You were able to solve the fifth one?
The fifth one is omitted.
Okay. Huh. So you have a doubt in the sixth question. Huh? Tell.
Salil wants to put a picture in a frame. The picture is 7 3 by 5 centimeter wide. To fit in the picture cannot be more than 7 3 by 10 centimeter wide. How much should the picture be thin?
Do you understand the question?
Yes.
Okay. So see, where my cursor go? There it is. So let's say the frame is like this. Okay. The thing is over here, you don't have to find the perimeter. This is the frame. Okay. And the picture is 7 3 by 5 centimeters wide. So this is the width of the picture.
Wait,
Picture right now.
the fifth question is not omitted.
Which one?
Fifth one.
Did you try it?
No.
You try it now. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
So let's draw the picture. So the picture is like this. The picture is like this. It is 7 3 by 5 centimeters wide. 7 3 by 5 centimeters. Okay. To fit in the frame, the picture cannot be more than 7 3 by 10 centimeters wide. First, you tell me which one is bigger, 3 by 5 or 3 by 10?
3 by 5.
Very good. 3 by 5 is bigger. Okay. So 3 by 5 is bigger. So the picture is actually bigger, but we need it to fit in a particular frame. And for that frame, it needs to be till here. It needs to be 7 3 by 10 centimeter wide. Okay. So the thing is, we need to cut the picture by this much. The length should be, the breadth should be this much. It should be 7 3 by 10. So just imagine it like this, that this is your 7 3 by 10. This is what it should be. And this is what it actually is. Okay. 7 3 by 5. So how much should the picture be trimmed? How many centimeters should you cut the picture? How will you know?
We will find the LCM and
First of all, what will you do?
we will find the LCM.
Why? What will you do? Will you add them, subtract them? What will you do?
Subtract
What minus what?
7 3 by 5 minus 7 3 by 10.
Very good. So let's do that. 7 3 by 5 minus 7 3 by 10. Okay. Now let's first find the what you can do here. It's a shortcut, but I don't want to confuse you because there are some places where you can apply this, some places where you can't apply this. So I don't want to confuse you, but the shortcut is just you can take 7 as common, and this 3 by 5 minus 3 by 10, you can do it like that. Okay. But let's not do it like that, because there's some places that you cannot apply this shortcut. So you won't, or you can, but there's a certain caution to it. So let's not go through that. Let's just, solve it into an improper fraction. 7 5s are 35 plus 3 38 by 5 minus 73 by 10. Fine.
Okay.
So you
Then
have to
we
do
will
this.
find the LCM.
What is the LCM? Without finding it, you just tell me, like, verbally. Look at 5 and 10 and tell me.
10.
Very good. The LCM is 10. So 5 multiplied by what will give you 10?
2.
2. So I've written this 2 over here. Okay. So 5 multiplied by 2 will give you 10. So 38 multiplied by 2 will give you
76.
very good. 76. Wait a minute. Minus. So this 10, 10 as it is. So the 73 will also be as it is. 76 minus 73. 76 minus 73 is?
Um, 73.
Bacha, what
73
is 76 minus 73 is?
73.
76 minus 73 is 73.
No, 3.
3. Don't make these silly mistakes in your exam, okay?
Okay.
3 by 10. So you need to cut the picture by how much?
3 by 10 centimeter.
3 by 10 centimeters. Fine.
Okay.
See, the other way you would have done it. The shortcut way is just to this 7 minus 7 we will do. We can just say 7 minus 7 is 0. Like this thing we will calculate separately, and this thing we can calculate separately. That's a shortcut, but let's not get into shortcut right now because then we might make mistakes later on. Okay, so the answer is 3 by 10. So the picture should be trimmed by 3 by 10 centimeters.
10 centimeter. Can we solve the fifth one? Because it is really confusing.
Find the perimeter of triangle ABE. Okay, fine. Okay.
Okay.
This one is 5 by 2. I'm not writing centimeter everywhere, but it's better if you write it.
Okay.
And this one is written as 7 by 6. Okay. Hiba, if this one is 7 by 6, then what is the opposite side equal to?
7 by 6.
Very good. And what is this bottom side going to be equal to? This one?
2 by 2, 3 by 4.
2, 3 by 4. Very good. So now we know all the sides. Can you tell me the perimeter of this triangle? Perimeter means what? The length of the
The length
boundary.
of the boundary.
So let's say you start walking from here, then you cover this distance, this distance, this distance. How much of distance have you covered? The triangle, we're talking about the triangle.
2 by 2, 3 by 4. No. 5 by 2 plus 3 by 3 by 5 and plus 2, 3 by 4.
Very good. So the perimeter of triangle ABE. Hiba, we will have a break in 10 minutes, okay? After 10 minutes, we will have a 5-minute break. I hope that's okay by you.
Okay.
5 by 2. So today you have your class for 2 hours. You know that, right?
I thought it was till 6:30.
Oh, Hiba, since yesterday we couldn't have an extra class, so I said that today we'll have our class for 2 hours. Do you remember?
Okay.
Are you okay with it, or do you have something else to do? Is that fine?
Yeah, I think, but I have to study for the exam tomorrow.
You have an exam tomorrow? Okay, which exam?
Hindi.
Oh, Hindi. Okay. Do you find Hindi easy or tough?
It is not easy for me.
It's not easy for you. What's your mother tongue, by the way?
It is Hindi.
It's Hindi. Okay. All right.
But English is
So,
easier than Hindi.
you mean English as a subject or English as a spoken language?
The spoken language.
Okay, you find it easier. Okay. So anyway, Hiba, so fine. Since you have an exam tomorrow, I won't force you to study. Our class will end in 7 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So add them quickly. Sorry. How will you add them? First of all, just convert
First, we will convert it into proper fraction.
improper fraction.
Improper fraction.
Done.
Yes.
So fine. Now, what is the LCM of 5, 2, and 4?
Um.
Okay, see Hiba. Look at it like this. If you do 2 into 4, what does that give you?
8.
8. Does 8 come in the table of 5?
No.
No. If you do 2 into 5, what does that give you?
10.
Does 10 come in the table of 4?
No.
No. Fine. If you do 5 into 4, what does that give you?
20.
20. Does 20 come in the table of 2?
Yes.
Yes. So 20 is the LCM. Did you understand?
Yes.
See, if you're not understanding this at the time of your exam, no worries. Go ahead and solve it your traditional way. No problem at all. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. So 2 multiplied by what will give you 20?
10. So it will be
10.
50.
Very good. 50 plus 5 multiplied by
2.
5 multiplied by what will give you 20?
4.
4. So 18 multiplied by
4. It
18
will
multiplied by
be
4 is by 18 multiplied by 4 is
72.
72. Very good. Next, 4 multiplied by what?
5.
5. So 11 multiplied by
11 multiplied by 5.
and that is
55.
55. Add them all up.
Okay. I found
What is your answer?
177 by 20.
Okay. Let's change that to a mixed fraction.
Next fraction. It will be 8 17 by 20.
Very good. Okay, so that's the perimeter of the triangle. Now they're asking the rectangle BCDE in this figure. So what is the perimeter of the rectangle? Please find that out.
Yeah, 8 17 by 20.
That's for the triangle. Now they want rectangle.
It is it will be L 2 multiplied by L plus B.
What is L and what is B?
L is 2 3 by 4 and B is 7 by 6.
Very good. So solve it.
We have to convert it into improper fraction first.
Yes.
A perimeter of the rectangle is 3 11 by 12.
How?
I solved it.
Okay. So tell me step by step.
Okay. 2L plus B is equal to 2 multiplied by 11 by 4 plus 7 by 6 is equal to
Then?
33. First, we have to find the LCM of 4 and
What
6.
is the LCM of 4 and 6?
It is 12.
Okay. Then
Then it will be 33 plus 14.
33 plus 14. What have I done? Yeah, okay, I've also done that. Then
It will be 47 by 12. Then we will convert it into mixed fraction.
okay. Hiba, what happened to this 2?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. So this 2 and this 12 would get cancelled.
It will be 47 by 6.
Very good. And what happens when you divide that?
It will be 7 5 by 6.
Very good. Okay. So this exercise is done, right?
Yeah.
So the next exercise we will discuss in the next class. But Hiba, please try solving the exercise first. Okay. So that in the next class we don't sit and discuss the entire exercise. We will only discuss the doubts. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Now, as
so
for
to
your
find
tests, Hiba, yeah.
so to find out the parameter for this question, we have to first convert it into improper fraction to find whose parameter
Yeah.
who is greater.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, you don't really have to see, Hiba. What is the answer of this? This is 8, 17 by 20. Okay. This is 7, 5 by 6. What does that mean? Let me show you. You have something, let's say someone ate 4.5, let's say 4.5 apples. Okay. Another person ate 5 and 2/3 of an apple. So who ate more? Obviously, this person ate more because see, this thing is already a fraction. That means it is less than 1. 1 by 2, 2 by 3. These are proper fractions. A proper fraction, its value is less than 1. How does that, how do we know that? Because let's say you have something which is 9 by 10. How is this less than 1? Because 9 by 10 is less than 10 by 10. Yes or no?
Yes.
And 10 by 10 is what? 1, right?
One.
So 9 by 10 is less than 1. So basically any proper fraction is always gonna be less than 1. Okay. So 1 by 2 is less than 1. 2 by 3 is less than 1. So we can clearly see that a person who ate 4.5 apples is obviously less than he ate less than the person who ate 5 and 2/3 of an apple. Getting it?
Yes.
So this person ate 4 apples. Let me just try to pictorially represent that. 4 apples and a half apple. Fine. And this person over here on the right ate 5 and 2/3. So what does that mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 2/3. So something like this. Okay. So who ate
Okay.
more? Obviously this one. So when you compare 7, 5 by 6 and 8, 17 by 20, you will see that obviously this one is greater. 8, 17 by 20 is greater, right?
Yes.
Simply because of this part. Clear?
Okay, understood.
All right, Hiba. So we need to have a test
When?
in the next class whenever you're ready to attend the next class. Tell me, Hiba. So you have an exam tomorrow, and then on Sunday you have a science exam.
No, I have another. I have an exam tomorrow. Then on Monday.
On Monday, you don't have on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So you have
We
tomorrow,
can
which is
we can take a class tomorrow.
you have on Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? So you have an exam on Thursday, then you have an exam on Monday, which is science. And when is
Yeah.
your math exam?
It will be on Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay. So you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You have 3 days between these. And over here you have only one day. So, okay, we will have classes on, we won't have a class on Sunday, okay?
Okay.
Actually, Saturday, Sunday, both days we won't have a class because you'll have to prepare for your science exam. I don't want to bother you over there. So you study properly for your science exam in these 2 days. Whereas on Friday, we'll have a class. On Thursday also, we'll have a class. And then obviously on Monday and Tuesday, we'll have a class. Is that fine?
Okay.
So in the next class, which is basically tomorrow, we will try to finish as many doubts as possible. Okay. So yeah, we'll have to go quickly. We will have, is it okay if we have a 2-hour class tomorrow or 1.5?
1.5. 1.5.
Fine, 1.5 hour class. So in this class, in tomorrow's class, we will cover the doubts, all the doubts. Okay.
Of
And
whole
then
chapter or just this chapter?
this chapter, and if you have other chapters, then that also we'll try to cover. Okay.
We can have a 2-hour class
You
tomorrow
can have a 2 hour class. Very good. Okay.
because I have so many doubts in fraction and decimal
Okay,
comparing
good.
to other chapters.
Okay. So Thursdays, tomorrow's class will be a doubt class. And on Friday, we will have a test on fractions and decimals. Okay.
Okay.
Test on chapter 2. Then on Monday and Tuesday also, we will have tests.
Okay.
Okay. All right then, Heba. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.